Previously on Ready to Die.
That same shit that got Biggie and Tupac killed, little fuck, nigga. Pussy ass, you gonna get your bitch ass killed.
For life.
Yeah, hey, gang, you bring your pussy out down here, you gonna see me. I'm at your fucking neck.
Oh my God! They killed Kitty! You got that!
Let's go ahead and get Mr. Zachary in. Laura. Get the jury in, please.
All right, Missouri.
Thank you so much. Ms. Love, you may resume with your examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Zachary. All right. You're talking kind of low, and if you don't mind, just leaning into the microphone. I'm going to try and get through this pretty fast, okay?
Yeah.
All right. We talked yesterday about slime, and you said that you weren't slime back in 2015. Do you consider yourself slime today?
No.
No? Okay. For the record, he shook his head no.
I said no.
I said no. Okay. And yesterday, you did not recall knowing Kelvin Treadwell. Did you know Kelvin Treadwell in 2019? Or O.G. Bentley?
I'm on a case with him. I'm on probation for yes, I know.
Okay. I'm going to show you what we have marked as State's Exhibit 508 Yankee. If anyone from counsel for either of the defendants wants to see it, Your Honor, I'll just leave a copy or give them a copy of this.
All right.
Is the case that you are on with Mr. Treadwell. I'm going to leave you 508 Yankee. If you would just look at it and let me know if that's the case, okay? Thank you, Mr. Zach. And you said yes, just for the record, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, at the time in 2015, if we were talking about Rock Crew and YSL, you would consider the same thing, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you tell Dennis and Gaither that Rock Crew and YSL were the same thing?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. And when we talked yesterday, you were telling the jury, or I asked you rather, about the incident at the gambling house. The incident at the gambling house where Kel shot at the gambling house. Thug and you were inside the gambling house at the time that it was shot at. Is that right?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis in August 2015 that Thug and you were inside the gambling house at the time that it got shot out?
I don't know.
Did Woody and Muntunk shoot at Kel on MLK after Kel shot at the gambling house?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis that Woody and Muntunk shot at Kel on MLK after Kel shot at the gambling house?
I don't know.
The video that you and Muntunk made where Muntunk was shouting out Kel was made in January after the shooting at the gambling house. Is that right?
I don't remember.
And in that video, Muntunk was mad about trivia, right?
I don't remember.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis in August 2015 that the video was made in January?
I don't remember.
Did you tell them it was made after the dugout got shot out while Thug and you were inside?
I don't remember.
And did you tell them that Muntunk was mad about trivia?
I don't remember.
Right. When talking to, let me ask you this. Did the tension between YSL and If Gang escalate after Woody and Muntunk shot at Kel?
I don't remember.
Okay. The night that Donovan Thomas got murdered, January 10th, 2015, Shannon and Yak were the two who first told you that they caught Nut down bad, correct?
No, I lied.
Okay. Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that they told you that first?
I think I did tell them that.
Okay. And they both told you that it was Shannon, Yak, Nard, Duop who caught Nut down bad and killed him.
I lied.
Okay. And the way that
You can't hang on just a second. Are y'all not able to hear what he's saying? Pull the mic with the red on it, pull that up right up next to you so that you can talk into that. Thank you.
you and Shannon were at Thug's condo when you were talking about how they killed Nard. Is that right? I mean, how they killed Nut. Is that right?
I lied. If you would have checked and investigated, y'all would see I was in the hospital.
Okay. And when you say you were in the hospital, are you saying you were in the hospital on January 10th, 2015?
Earlier that day, yes. Then I went home. I was asleep.
Okay. Now, Nard was not at the condo when you all were talking about that, right?
We never talked about that.
Okay. Did you tell Dennis and Gaither in August 2015 that Nard was not at the condo?
I lied.
All right. Did you tell, better yet, did Shannon go to leave and to see a girl while you were at the condo?
Where did Lee?
I'm sorry?
Where's Lee?
Where is
Lee?
Did he leave? Did he get up to leave?
I wasn't there. I
Okay.
told you.
All
If
right.
y'all would have did y'all investigation for real, y'all would see.
Okay.
I was not sick in the hospital earlier that day, so I couldn't have been there.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis that?
I lied. I had got caught with a gun that had 100 shootings on it, so I was just lying.
Okay. Now, did Shannon say his gun had no more bullets?
Shannon never told me anything. Shannon don't even talk.
Okay. Did you tell Detective Gaither and Dennis that y'all noticed Shannon's gun was out of bullets?
No, I was just looking to blame Shannon because we ain't never really get along.
Okay. And did Shannon take Muntunk's gun to leave when he went to go to visit the girl and go to the store because his gun was out of bullets?
I never saw Shannon that night.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that because Shannon's gun was out of bullets, that he took this little gun that Muntunk had?
I never saw Shannon that night. I saw Shannon the next morning.
Did you learn from Shannon and Yak that Nard had an AK-762 at the time that Donovan Thomas was killed?
I was just lying because I knew I had 762. I really ain't no gun, so I was just lying.
Okay. Did you tell Gaither and Dennis that Nard had this AK-762 during the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I told him, but I was lying. I was going through all types of stuff, just mad.
Did Shannon and Yak tell you that Shannon had an XB-45 at the time or
No.
during the killing of Donovan Thomas?
No, Shannon or yet never told me nothing about no killing. I was just lying.
Did you tell Detectives Gaither and Dennis that Shannon had the 45 XB
No,
at the time
I was just
that he
lying.
killed Nut?
If I did, I was lying. I know I came back later on and told them that I was lying on Shannon and he had nothing to do with it.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that quickly. Now, did Shannon and Yak tell you at Thug's condo that they took the guns in the car to OG Bentley's spot?
Why we gotta keep talking about deceased? I don't like talking about Bentley.
Now, when you're talking about Bentley, is this the same person that you indicated you're on your current case with?
Yes.
All right. And when is it that you said he was deceased?
I don't know for sure. I just heard.
Okay, so you don't know that he's deceased?
No.
Okay, but he definitely was on this case with you that you pled to in 2019?
Yes.
All right. And OG Bentley is the same person as Kelvin Treadwell, correct?
Yeah, yes,
Okay. And his name is listed on that disposition in front of you, right?
yes.
All right. And then then they took the rental car back after Bentley hid the guns, according to Shannon and Yak, correct?
Shannon yet never told me nothing. If me and Woody wrecked the rental car, how can they still have it?
Okay. And you told Detectives Gaither and Dennis that after Bentley hid the guns, they took the rental car back, right?
I don't remember.
Okay. Shannon and Yak began, or rather Shannon began telling you exactly what happened when they killed Donovan Thomas after he had to ask Montun for the gun because his was out of bullets. Is that right?
No, I lied on Shannon. I didn't see Shannon until the next morning.
Did you tell the police that Shannon and you began talking about the murder of Donovan Thomas after Shannon had to ask Montun for his gun?
Yes, I told the police that, but I was lying.
Okay. Did Shannon tell you that he and Yak were going to pick up Yak's girl, Bushi? They were going to meet Bushi, but they fucked up and seen Nut.
Shannon never told me nothing. Shannon don't even talk.
Did you tell the police on August 5th, 2015, that Shannon told you they were going to meet Bushi and fucked up and saw Nut? I
told him that, but I lied.
Did Shannon tell you that they then rolled back around and started shooting at Nut?
No, Shannon never told me nothing. I keep telling you, the man don't even talk for real.
Okay. I have to ask you these questions, okay? We're going to get through this a little bit faster than yesterday, okay? Is that right? Okay. Is that right, Mr. Zachary? All right. Did you tell the police that Shannon told you that after seeing Nut, they rolled back around and started shooting at them?
Overruled.
I lied. Shannon never told me nothing.
Is it true that Shannon nor Yak ever mentioned that Kel was on scene or that they saw Kel outside with Nut?
Shannon yet never told me nothing. I told you, I got caught with a gun that had 100 shooters on it, and I was just looking at it like shit. I ain't know Shannon like that anyway.
Okay. Did you tell the police that Shannon and Yak never mentioned Kelvin Watts being on scene?
I don't know if I did.
Did Shannon and Yak tell you that part of the reason that they shot Nut was because they believed that during a gang meeting on MLK, an IF gang meeting, Nut put YSL and 30 Deep on a plate? Or meaning, Nut gave the green light for members of IF gang to harm members of YSL and 30 Deep.
Shannon yet never told me nothing.
Did you tell the police that that is what they told you?
I think I did, but I was lying.
Okay. After Nut was killed, did you get shot at by IF gang on Empire Park off of Cleveland Avenue?
No.
Did you believe that IF gang was who shot at you?
No.
Did you believe that it was a retaliatory shooting?
No.
Did you tell the police that IF gang shot at you at Empire Park off Cleveland Avenue and that it was a retaliatory shooting?
If I did, I was lying.
Okay. Did you tell the police as well that you learned that it was IF gang only after D and Thug got on Twitter and started tweeting?
I ain't never saw them tweet on Twitter or nothing like that before, so I had to be lying.
Okay. So that's the next question. Did D and Thug get on Twitter and start tweeting? We shoot at them. They make a police report. They shoot at us. We say nothing. Something of that effect.
Who said that? Who made that?
Did you tell the police about that?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it true that Nard said nothing about the shooting before you all left from Atlanta?
I keep telling
The
you.
night of Donovan Thomas's
I don't
murder.
even know no Nard.
You don't know a Nard? Okay.
No.
Do you know a Rambo, a person that you call Rambo?
Somebody I was locked up with named Rambo.
Okay. Did you, Shannon, D, Woody, and Yak go to Miami the morning after Donovan Thomas got murdered?
We went to Miami. I don't remember if it was the morning after.
Okay. Did you tell the police that you all went the morning after?
I told you we went, but I don't remember if it was the morning after.
Okay, I understand. Do you remember whether you told the police?
I don't know.
And did Nard also go to Miami?
I don't know no Nard.
Okay. Did you tell the police that Nard went to Miami as well, but he left before you, Shannon, D, Woody, and Yak?
I don't know.
Did Thug leave for Miami before you all? By you all, I mean you, Shannon, D, Woody, Yak, and Nard.
I think I told him that he had shows already down there.
Okay. And did you tell the police, that is what you just said, that
He had shows
Thug-
already down there, so yes, he left before.
Okay. All right. And once you got to Miami, did you, Shannon, D, Yak, Nard, and Woody stay at Birdman's?
We stayed somewhere. I don't remember. I think we stayed at a hotel. I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that you all stayed at Birdman's?
I don't remember.
Did you all stay for about 2 days?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you all leave Miami because you all got bored?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that you all stayed for about 2 days?
I don't remember.
Did you say to the police in August 2015 you left because you got bored?
I don't remember.
While you were in Miami, was Woody laying around on the couch all day because he was afraid?
I don't really know who would be afraid, but I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that Woody didn't really get up off the couch because he was scared because his homes were getting shot up?
I don't remember.
Okay. Did you tell the police that after all of that, Thug stopped hanging with Woody as hard as he had before?
I told the police that Thug didn't want all that drama around him. That's what I told the police, if you're going to say that.
Okay. Is it true that Thug stopped hanging with Woody after all of that, for whatever reason that you have to tell the jury?
I said he stopped hanging around all the negativity. That's what I told him. Because he kept trying to make it seem like he was telling people to do this and he was telling people to do that. And I told him he ain't even like that. And they were like, nah, I don't believe it. He tell y'all what to do.
Don't tell them what they said about that, okay? But is it fair to say that you believe? Your Honor, that was non-responsive. And additionally, he is giving hearsay that I've not elicited. Your Honor, and we've not asked for hearsay. We've not.
Did you have anything to add to that answer, Mr. Zachary?
I said what I said.
Okay. All right. Move on.
Is it true that you believed that Thug found out about Donovan Thomas's murder after the murder itself?
He had to find out after. The whole world found out after.
And did you tell the police that you believe that Thug found out after it happened?
I mean, it's common sense. How can he know beforehand?
Was Nard and Mooktunk always on go as members of YSL?
I don't know no Nard.
Did you tell the police that Nard and Mooktunk were always on go because they were the oldest two?
I don't know.
Did Bentley sell weight or a lot of drugs?
Bentley ain't never sold no drugs to me, so how am I know?
Did you tell the police that Bentley sold weight?
See, I told the police that about Bentley because Boo used to always tell us that if the police come get us, just put everything on Bentley.
Was Bentley Thug's road manager at that time?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that Bentley was Thug's road manager?
I don't know.
Was Bentley's spot a brick house with a fence that If Gang shot up?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that Bentley's spot was a brick house with a fence?
Bentley never had nothing to do with it. I told you I was just putting it on Bentley.
Now,
Why would they shoot at him if he's their brother-in-law?
Did Thug act normal while you all were in Miami?
How you supposed to act?
Did you tell the police that he acted normal?
I'm saying, why wouldn't he act normal? What he did?
Did Thug ask Yak and Shannon and Nard why they killed Nut while you were in Miami?
No.
Did you tell the police that Thug acted normal and asked them why they killed Nut while you were in Miami?
I said that because they kept trying to make it seem like Thug had something to do with that. And I was mad at Shannon. Well, I wasn't mad at him. I just ain't like him.
Did Shannon and them, in your words, tell Thug that it was because Nut said it to go and gave a green light for YSL and 30 Deep members to be harmed?
I told them whatever to put the blame on Shannon.
Okay. And is it true that that is what Shannon said?
No.
Did Woody shoot up Lucci's studio on Metropolitan?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that you all suspected that Woody shot up Lucci's studio on Metropolitan?
I told the police that because I know I had got caught with a gun that had a lot of those shootings on it, but they said it in my preliminary hearing.
Was Rich Homie Quan at the studio at the time that it was shot up?
I don't know.
Was his purple truck hit?
I don't know.
Did Tay or Threat shoot Kel?
I don't know.
Was the fight at Club Crucial where Demikion got jumped about 5 or 6 days before Nut got shot?
If he got jumped April 28th, how that, and he died January 10th, how that's 5 or 6 days?
Was there a fight at Crucial about 5 or 6 days before Nut was shot where Woody got jumped?
I don't know.
During a fight at Club Crucial, 5 or 6 days before Nut got killed, were you and Thug inside the club?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that there was a fight at Crucial 5 or 6 days before Nut got shot?
I keep telling you, the police kept trying to make it seem like Thug had just so much say-so over people. So if I told him anything about him, it was never like he did this or he did that.
Mr. Zachary, if you don't mind answering yes or no, you can explain, but I need the answer.
I don't remember.
Okay. So you don't remember whether you and Thug were inside Crucial 5 or 6 days before Nut got shot when Woody got jumped?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that there was a fight at Crucial 5 or 6 days before Nut got shot and you and Thug were in the club?
I don't remember.
Did everybody inside the club on the side of YSL go out to get guns to protect Thug after the fight broke out?
I don't remember.
Was it because Thug is the money?
I said that?
I'm asking you that.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Did you tell the police that you and Thug stayed in the club while everyone ran out to get guns to protect Thug because Thug is the money?
No.
Was Shannon one of the people who were there that ran outside?
I don't remember nothing about that.
Did you tell the police that Shannon was one of the people who ran outside?
I don't remember nothing about that.
Do you remember whether Thug was in a Corvette that night?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that Thug was driving a Corvette that night?
I don't remember.
Was there a shooting following the fight or after Woody got jumped on in the club? Was there a shooting on one of the side streets behind Club Crucial?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police about one?
I don't know.
Did you tell them on August 5th, 2015?
I don't know.
Do you know who it was that shot up Lucci's mom's house?
Again, I got no. Can I explain?
Yes, you can. So is the answer no, you don't know?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I know from my preliminary hearing that the gun I had got caught with had all of those shoes on it, so I was just trying to throw it off like I ain't had nothing to do with it.
And did you tell the police or ask the police, are y'all going to help me with my case if I tell you information on August 5th, 2015?
Even if they did, I never accepted no plea from them, so I don't remember. They offered me pleas, like I never accepted them. I sat in jail.
Okay.
Even when I locked up my last time, I sat in jail. Never accepted no pleas.
After asking the police whether they would help you, did you tell the police that you were at a house with Woody, Shannon, and Pokey on the day that Lucci's mama's house got shot up?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that that Woody was driving his brother's white Dodge Charger?
I told you, I don't remember, but can I explain?
Yes.
I told you all of them shoes I learned from my preliminary hearing. If y'all would have looked at all that before y'all asked me, y'all would see it.
Okay. And was Mushi with Lucci and called Boo,
I don't know.
whose house you all were at?
I don't know.
Do you remember a point at which Woody, Shannon, and Pokey actually left Boo's house?
I don't remember ever being at Boo House with
Okay.
them.
Do you recall telling the police that Woody, Shannon, and Pokey left?
No.
Okay. And that being in August of 2015? The answer is still no, right?
No.
Okay. When Woody got back, do you remember if after Woody got back with Shannon, you all learned that Boo,
Your Honor, hearsay.
effect on the listener,
What's the question?
whether they learned that Boo put $10,000 on whoever shot at Lucci's mom's house, whether they were told that by Boo?
Well,
I don't know if he did or didn't. I'm not offering it for the truth of that.
That's factually incorrect based on the transcript, but also it's hearsay.
I'm not basing anything on transcript, and I'm not offering it for the truth of the matter asserted. I'm offering it for its effect on the people who heard it and the reaction that it got when they heard it.
Overruled.
I don't know.
All right. Did you observe Woody to act afraid after you all learned that a $10,000 reward was put out for whoever shot Lucci's mom's house?
No. Why would he be afraid if he didn't do it?
Did you tell the police that you observed him looking afraid?
I told you. I mean, can I answer and explain?
Yes.
I don't remember if I told the police that I know that all of them shooters had the same gun, and I got caught with the gun, so I was trying to take the heat off of me.
Did Pokey have an AK on that day?
I don't know.
Did Shannon have a 223?
The gun I got caught with had that shooting on it. It was a 223. I put everything on Shannon.
Okay. Did you tell the police that Pokey had an AK and Shannon had a 223?
I don't think so.
The night that Nut was killed, did you see Lucci and Kel pull up at Thug's condo?
How can I see them if I wasn't there?
Did you tell the police that you saw them pull up at Thug's condo?
No, I don't know.
While you all were in Miami, did you get word that Kel shot at Summer, while Summer, your girlfriend, was at Crystal's?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that Kel shot at Summer while Summer was at Crystal's?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police about the 7.62 and the Draco that you bought?
Yes.
Okay. And you had, in fact, bought a 7.62 and a Draco?
Yes.
Did you buy those cars when did you buy those guns when Summer's car got shot
I
up?
don't know.
Did you tell the police that you did on August 5th, 2015?
I don't know.
Did you purchase a 223 for Woody for $1,000? Where Woody gave you $1,000 for the gun?
I'm on federal probation for that, so I guess, yeah.
And did you tell the police that you did?
After they told me that he had already told them that I did, so yes.
Did YSL break off from Rock Crew after YSL members believed that Boo had snitched?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that YSL and Rock Crew were the same thing but broke off after it was believed that Boo had snitched?
Can I answer and explain?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I don't remember, but I remember when I caught my case, they kept trying to say that YSL was a gang, but they couldn't prove it, so they dropped the charge. But then I got locked back up, so I just got caught with a gun, so I was just saying stuff.
When you said that, they were trying to say that YSL was a gang and they couldn't prove it, so they dropped the charges. What are you talking about exactly?
They couldn't prove that YSL was a gang, so they dropped the charges. But that was the first time, so the second time they came back, I already knew what they wanted to hear.
What charges got dropped and when?
Possession of illegal machine gun, dangerous weapon, sawed-off silencer, gang charge.
Now, are you talking about for the April 28th shooting?
No.
And in the April 28th shooting,
I said no.
I get it. I was going to ask you, in that shooting, though, didn't you say that that was gang activity?
Did I say that?
Did you plead to gang activity in that?
I just told you, I'm not talking about that case.
I understand. I'm asking about it, though.
I pleaded to the whole case. I was already down 3 years.
Okay. And that case, I'm showing you it's been marked as stated 09. Okay. I'll give a copy too. Showing what has been admitted, or I'm sorry, marked as State's Exhibit 509. Is 509 the case that you pled to admitted guilt in?
Yes.
As it relates to the April 28th shooting.
Yes.
And you pled to gang activity and admitted that that was gang activity then too, right?
Yes.
All right.
Can I explain?
Yes.
Because I just told you when I got locked up, before that case, I got locked up in May for a gun and gang charge. And they had already was saying all of this stuff at preliminary hearing. So when they started questioning me, I knew how to maneuver through them.
Now, the case that you pled to in the case from 2019, that's labeled 508Y, you admitted there as well.
No.
No? Okay, tell me about it.
29, when I caught my case in 2018, I never talked to no police.
Did you plead guilty to participating in criminal street gang activity?
I was down 4 years already, so they offered me time served. I had to go through 14 more months in the feds. So I might as well take the time served, the 4 years instead. 3 years with it was.
And was the gang in that case YSL?
Yes, but they supposed to drop it because I was already on probation for that same gang charge from another shoe. I thought they had dropped it. I never looked at it before I signed it.
Okay. Yes. Do you recall telling the jury on Friday that YSL is a record label?
I told you Friday. I don't really know.
Okay. And do you recall me asking you whether you ever said YSL was a gang and a clothing line?
That's what you asked me. Did I ever say that?
I'm asking if you recall me asking you that.
No.
Okay. Let me ask you today. Is YSL a gang?
No.
Okay. Did you, in the case that you admitted your guilt in with Kelvin Treadwell?
I didn't admit no guilt. I just played out. You keep my admitted guilt. I caught that case. I had knew better. I had never talked to the police again.
You had what now?
I had knew better.
Oh,
I knew better.
Okay.
I had learned from my mistakes.
And that mistake was talking to the police?
Yes.
Okay. And why did you feel that was a mistake?
Because, like, I ain't got no business lying on nobody else. Just try to. I gotta accept what I did.
And based on your talking to the police, did you plead guilty or did you admit that the April 28th shooting was gang activity, as reflected in the document I have in front of you?
Did I plead guilty or did I admit?
Both.
I pleaded guilty, but as far as admitting that it was a gang shooting, I don't know that.
Okay. And that was shortly after you talked to the police in August 2015?
When I pleaded guilty?
Yes.
No, like 2.5, 3 years later, something like that.
And the 2019, was that even further down the line, but when you did not speak to the police? In the 2019 case?
Yeah.
Was that even further down the line and at a time when you didn't talk to the police?
It's 2018, yeah.
Okay. And you pled guilty and admitted that this activity...
I didn't admit. I didn't admit, Lord. You
Okay.
cannot admit it.
All right. When you entered a plea of guilty, did your charge that you pled guilty to allege that you and Kelvin Treadwell... I'm not offering the document. I'm asking if the charge to which he pled guilty alleged a certain thing.
Overruled.
Your Honor, I'm asking...
Overruled.
Okay. All right. Did the charge that you entered a guilty plea to allege that on September 5th, 2018, while unlawfully associated with the criminal street gang YSL, participate in criminal gang activity through the commission of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Here, if you need to look at it, go ahead.
Can I answer and explain?
Answer
You
first
can
and then
always
explain.
answer and explain.
So answer first and then explain.
Yes, that's what I'm convicted. That's what I'm convicted of it. But that's not what. If you would have read the whole discovery packet, that's not what happened. It say they supposed to drop the gang charge. They dropped it on Bentley. Only reason they dropped it on me because I was already on probation for
For
a gang charge.
And that was the same gang that you were on probation for,
Yes,
YSL?
yes, that's the only reason the gang charge was on there because I was already on probation for it. So he called a gang charge just because of being around me.
Okay. Now, does your regret about talking to the police have anything to do with the fact that you ended up pleading or ended up being convicted of that gang charge in 2015?
I don't understand the question. Yeah, do I regret it because I got convicted?
Because you ended up having the gang conviction, yes.
No, I don't
That's
regret
part of the reason you regret it.
No, I don't regret it for that. I knew I was going to jail. Like, I never took no plea to, like, I never asked them for no plea or nothing like that. Even when they offered it, I never took it. I sat out and waited because I had already messed up, you know.
Did you, while you were in middle school, know a Detective Thorpe?
Yes,
Right. And did you talk to Detective Thorpe on August 5th, 2015, after you talked to Detective Gaither?
yes.
And did you tell Detective Thorpe or admit to Detective Thorpe that YSL is a gang? Yeah.
Overruled.
Did I admit?
I mean, certainly they'll be deciding all of the issues in the indictment, but they can hear evidence that the state and any that the defense wants to present.
Did I admit? No, I'm sorry.
Do you need me to repeat it?
Huh?
Do you want me to repeat it?
Yes.
In that Thorpe, did you admit to Detective Thorpe that YSL is a gang?
I admitted it, but the only reason I admitted it, like I keep telling y'all, I had learned from my previous case, from the May the 5th case, everything they were saying in preliminary hearing, way before I even talked to the police, they were saying it when I got locked up. So when I got locked back up, I knew what they wanted to hear.
So are you saying you admitted it because you, what now?
I admitted it because they had already said it. If you looked at my May the 5th case on preliminary hearing, you would see that they had said everything about all these shooting stuff already. So that's how I knew what to say.
Did you tell the police, and by police I mean Gaither, Dennis, and or Thorpe, things that were not discussed in the preliminary hearing?
I probably did. Just to add on some more stuff, I probably did.
Okay. And did you give them information?
But I know that what you asked me when I'm telling you, I know that's what was in my preliminary hearing.
Were you shown videos that involved a young man getting shot over at Browns Mill Road?
Yes.
All right. And did you tell them you know nothing about that? You weren't there?
Yes.
All right. But did they show you still shots from that video and ask you if you recognize certain people?
They never showed me no video. I'm sorry, they never showed me no video of nobody getting shot. They
Right.
showed me a video of some people inside of a store.
At the gas station?
Yes, they never showed me when nobody got shot.
Of the Citgo. Is that
They
right?
never even told me that nobody got shot.
Okay. Did you point out Nard and say that you knew it was Nard with 100% certainty because you've known him since you were 12?
I said that I lied because I don't know him.
Did you sign your name to that?
I don't know.
Were you shown a picture by Detective Thorpe or Gaither or Dennis in that interview of Duop?
I don't know.
Did you identify Duop by his photograph?
I don't know.
Did you tell detectives Gaither, Thorpe, and Dennis that you didn't really know Duop because he was Jack's partner?
I don't even know if yet know him. I just telling you, I just making stuff up. But
Go ahead.
I think if I did tell them that, I told you I was just lying.
And did you tell, or were you shown a picture of Diamante Kendrick or Yak in that interview after you had talked to detectives Gaither and Thorpe? I mean, Gaither and Dennis.
I don't know.
Did you identify a person as Yak during your conversation with Detective Thorpe?
I don't know.
Were you shown a picture of Shannon during that interview with Detective Thorpe after Gaither and Dennis on August 5th, 2015?
I can answer and explain, right?
Absolutely.
I don't remember, but Thorpe know he was dead wrong talking to me, knowing how my mind was. Y'all put autistic junkie in the interrogation room and expecting him to be honest.
Okay. Now, you don't remember whether you were shown a picture of Shannon?
I don't know.
Okay. Did you repeat to Detective Thorpe what it is that you had told Gaither and Dennis that Shannon and Yak told you about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Yes, I think I did.
And did Nard bring a Draco to Thug's house the day before the murder
I
of
don't
Donovan
know.
Thomas?
I don't know, no.
Did you tell detectives Gaither, Dennis, and Thorpe on August 5th, 2015 that Nard brought the Draco with a strap to Thug's house the day before Donovan Thomas was gunned down?
I don't remember, but if I told him that, I told you I only named guns that I had. So I don't know. I don't really know about guns. I only named guns that I had.
All right. During that interview on August 5th, 2015, after Thorpe came in, were you shown a picture of Shannon standing at a window in Thug's condo?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that that picture of Shannon was taken days before the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't know.
Did Duop go to the condo the night of Donovan Thomas's murder?
I went there, so how do I know?
Did you tell the police that Duop didn't go to the condo?
She told you I went there, so how do I know?
Did you tell the police that Duop
I don't
didn't?
know. I don't know.
Did you tell the police, did you tell the jury rather, that you had told some things to keep Moontunk out of trouble?
Yes.
Did you tell the police on August 5th, 2015 that usually Woody and Moontunk do all the shooting?
I don't know.
Did you tell, is it true that Woody took Slug's spot in the game?
I don't remember saying that.
Did you tell the police that Woody took Slug's spot?
I don't remember saying that.
Okay. If Bentley had a problem, did you know him to call Nard to handle the problem?
Ben ain't never really had no problems. Ben ain't that type of person. I keep telling you that. He called his first case with me.
Did you
He's been around me.
Did you tell the police that if Bentley had a problem, he would call Nard?
I just told him that because I was just lying. I told you I was just trying to put shit on people that I know ain't had nothing to do with. Like Bentley never did nothing in his life.
And after that, did you also tell the police you didn't know a thug buying guns for these crimes?
Because they kept, I believe I told him that, but they kept trying to say that that Thug was doing this and doing that. And to my, like he controlled the people, this and that. And I'm telling them no.
So did you believe that they wanted you to say something about Thug?
Yes.
Okay. And did you believe that after your preliminary hearing, they wanted you to say that YSL was a gang?
Yes.
And did you believe after your preliminary hearing that they wanted you to tell them something about Bentley?
No, I just threw him on the bus.
And were you telling them what you believed they wanted to hear to get yourself out of trouble?
At first I was, yes.
Okay. At what point did you stop?
I ain't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
At first I was, but once I got to jail and got accustomed to it.
Okay, so are we still talking about August 5th, 2015?
Yes.
All right. So throughout the August 5th, 2015 interview, were you telling police whatever you felt they wanted to hear to get yourself out of trouble?
Yes, at first, yes.
Did that ever change in the August 5th interview?
Did it ever change?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Okay. So if you believed that the police wanted Thug, why did you tell them that you didn't know a Thug having any part in Donovan Thomas's murder?
You say, why did I tell him that?
Yeah, you thought they wanted Thug, right?
Yes.
So why did you tell them that if you thought that telling them what they wanted to hear would keep you out of trouble?
Because, like, why would I say him like, it just don't make sense. Like, why would I say, to keep it real? Okay. He used to be on Cleveland Avenue, so I wasn't trying to implicate him on Cleveland Avenue.
Okay. And so you didn't want to implicate Thug because he was from Cleveland
And I know
Avenue?
he had, I don't know how to answer that question, man.
Didn't you tell us the other day that Thug couldn't be rock crew because he wasn't from Cleveland Avenue?
If you just heard what I said he used to be on Cleveland Avenue.
Okay, go ahead. So anybody that used to be on Cleveland Avenue, you didn't want to tell anything about?
People that I was all right with is
I'm sorry, one more time.
people that I was cool with. Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you recall at this time whether you ever sort of presented yourself on social media as being slime?
I don't remember.
Okay. I'm going to show you what we've marked as State's Exhibit 472, Yankee. And if we've provided it to the defense, but if I need to show anyone, it's available here. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
So comment on it. I'm going to also show you 484 Yankee. All right. Do you recognize 484 Yankee?
I don't recognize it.
You remember it? Is that you?
That's me, but I don't remember that. It was like it was,
Is that, do you recognize the people who were in 484 Yankee?
no.
Is that a fair and accurate depiction of you in 484 Yankee?
Me,
Now, are you saying that you don't know any of the people that are in this video with you?
no.
Are you in a car with people in this video?
I probably had just pulled up at the pub or something. Like, I don't know.
Are you tagged in this video?
Yes.
And are you tagged as YSL Lil D
Yes.
in this video? What about the previous video? Did you recognize that one?
Did I recognize it? I remember it.
Did you recognize yourself?
I recognize myself. I ain't seen nobody else in the other video. I heard voices, but I ain't seen nobody.
Can you speak into the mic, please?
In the other video, I heard voices, but I ain't seen nobody.
Were both videos fair and accurate representations of yourself and what you were saying?
I don't understand that, Miss Lynn.
Are both of those videos that fairly represent you?
What you mean represent? Is it videos of me? Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Your Honor, the state tenders 472 Yankee and 484 Yankee.
All right, those are admitted without objection.
And we're going to play 484 Yankee first. Mr. Atkins, do you mind sharing your Zoom screen showing board for you? And while we're pulling that up, I'm going to show you what has also been marked as 473 Yankee. Do you recognize 473 Yankee? Don't show the jury.
Do I recognize it?
Do you recognize the people who are in 473 Yankee?
Yes.
Do you recognize that as a posting on your social media page?
Yes.
Is that a fair and accurate? Is that a posting from your social media page?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state tenders 473 Yankee as evidence.
It's admitted.
483 Yankee, do you recognize that? What's depicted in 483 Yankee? If you don't, it's okay.
Do I recognize it?
Yes.
I do. I recognize. I don't remember it, but I see it.
Okay. What about 488 Yankee? You recognize that as a post from your social media page?
Yes.
And is that a post from your social media page?
Yes.
489 Yankee, is that a post from your social media page?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state tenders 473 Yankee, 488 Yankee, and 489 Yankee.
Your Honor, may I have a continuing objection for 489 Yankee, 401, 403, and 404?
You may, they're admitted.
And we're not publishing 484 Yankee.
That's why I said, little D, bitch. Slime shit. Yeah, ho. I'm motherfucking playing, ho. And we have real big bullets, bitch. I ain't play with her. Yeah, ho. That's how the boy builds them. What they doing? That's how the boy builds them. My motherfucking big bro snake.
Now, we have to zoom in on a date on it so that you can see. Mr. Zachary, would you please read the time and date at the very bottom of that video?
Look like 9, 20, 11, 6, 2014.
Okay, 9:20 p.m.
Yes.
And is there a hashtag real slime and at YSLLD above that date and time?
Hashtag?
Do you see it right here?
Yes.
All right. And do you see a green emoji next to slime?
Like a green turtle.
A turtle?
I can't read it blue.
Does it look like the bird that you used earlier on one of your other postings?
Probably. I
Okay.
can't, it's blue.
Okay. Now, as you're, thank you. Anyone to show? And we publish 472 Yankee. And while we're pulling that up, I'm going to now show you again 503 Yankee. Is 503 Yankee one of the still shots about the shooting at that you were shown in the August 5th interview with Thorpe, Gaither, and Dennis? And was this a still shot of a video at the sit-down?
They ain't tell me nothing about no shooting, just show me that photo.
And what did they show you this photo for?
I don't know. I think they said something already arrested for or something.
Okay. Did they ask you, you remember them asking you to identify that person with the black shirt and a white hat on?
Yes.
And do you remember telling them that that's Nard?
Yes.
And do you remember telling them that you knew with 100% certainty that that was Nard?
Yes, but I was lying.
Okay. Did you write Nard and the date 8/5/2015 on this photo?
I don't remember.
All right.
Look like
Look like it. Okay. And is that your name that you put there, Quindarius Sapper?
look like my name.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. The state tenders 503 Yankee is evidence.
Admitted.
Thank you. All right. Go ahead and publish. We're publishing with the court's permission.
Yeah, big Bruce Knight trying to take over. Oh, fuck you mean? I got all my niggas with me with Bruce Knight.
Black bitch,
Where we
white
at, y'all?
Bruce,
Yeah,
white
Bruce Knight.
bitch,
Nigga, fuck
yeah,
around, child.
fuck wrong
Man,
with
I'm on for you
bank,
much niggas.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because
we're beating right now.
Slant.
Is this a video that you posted on your social media page with the handle YSL_D, Mr. Zachary?
That's my page, but I don't know. Remember posting it? That's my page. Though.
Yes, sir. Is that your voice we hear talking about being at Crucial?
Yes.
And would you read the date and time after Mr. Atkins zooms in on it and gets it out from behind that bar? What time was that post made? Can you see it?
See, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't post it because I was locked up.
Okay. What time?
1:12 a.m. I was locked up.
Okay. And that was May 5th, 2015?
Yes, ma'am.
And what does the post above it say?
I don't know how to spell.
Okay, just say Brucial tonight.
I don't know. I just say something with B.
All right. Now let me ask you this. Are you talking about when you got locked up with that gun at the gas station?
Yes.
Was that in the middle of the day that you got locked up?
I don't even remember.
Okay.
But
Now-
no, May 5th I was locked up.
If it wasn't it after 1 o'clock in the morning on May 5th though?
No, it had to be like, no, it wasn't middle of the day. It was nighttime. I think it just turned May the 5th because when I got the I don't even remember. I woke up like intake 3 days later with detox.
Okay. So
Didn't know why I was even locked up.
okay. Thank you for that. I'm going to go ahead and publish now. Do we have 503 Yankee to publish? If not, we can go to 489 Yankee. Do it. Except that I think that there was a. Your Honor, I'm not certain whether there needs to be anything discussed regarding 49 Yankee. I think there was an objection to part of it. We're asking for permission to publish 489 Yankee.
You may.
Thank you. And if we could zoom in, is that you holding a gun on the far, my right, your left side of the page?
Yes.
All right. Are you able to tell the jury who those people are in the video with you?
No.
I mean, in the picture.
No.
And at the bottom, is this a post that you made at your page YSL_D?
I mean, that was my name, so I had post.
And what did you post?
I don't know. I can't read.
Does it say still don't know better at YSL.Inky41 hashtag no IG fatty?
You gotta tell me that what it say.
Okay. And my younger colleagues are telling me it's Inky for life, not 4L. I'm told Inky for life, just 4L.
What's the number?
The number is 489 Yankee. And instead of it saying at YSL.Inky41, is it standing for at YSL.Inky4L? Are you able to tell us?
I don't know.
Now we're going to go ahead and publish 473 Yankee? And as we're pulling up 473 Yankee, would you tell the jury who it is that's in 473 Yankee?
You see it right here?
Yes, sir.
It's already up.
It's coming.
Oh, I'm just going to say it now.
Yes, sir.
Me, Shannon, and Garton.
All right. Now it's up now, and if you want to look back, you can, or if you can refer to the picture in front of you, it doesn't matter. Would you tell the jury what Shannon is wearing?
Red, Michael shirt.
And where are you in the picture? Are you to Shannon's right or on the picture? Is this you on the opposite side of the picture?
No.
Left. Okay. Is this you?
Yeah.
And are you in the front seat of a car with Shannon?
Yeah.
And is that in the back? Who is that in the back seat?
Garton.
Tamika Garlington?
Yeah.
All right.
Both of them.
Now, if we could just zoom to the date and time that this post is made. Are you able to tell the jury whether that says that that post was made at 5:21 p.m. on May 4th, 2015, on your page?
Did they say my page? Yeah.
All right. And is a caption that is made on your page, "All my dogs dirty, check for maintenance."
Come on, man, Lord, you know I can't read. You got to tell me.
So, you don't know what it says?
If you tell me what it says.
So, showing you now, 488 Yankee. While they're pulling it up, who's in 488 Yankee? Is that you and Shannon?
Yes.
All right. Y'all have money in your hands.
Yes.
And is this a posting on your page too? Why is that a little different?
Yes.
All right. And is the pointer on you at this moment?
Yes.
And the person next to you, is that Shannon?
Yes.
Now, do you remember where you were when that was taken?
Look like a restaurant.
All right. And did you say in that posting, if we pull it up, one thing about my group, we are all eating, and made this little thing, I don't know what you call it, bird?
I don't know what none of that. You keep asking me, no, I can't read. I don't know. You got to tell me what it says.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, did you talk to the police? Did you make a proffer? Actually, permission to publish 503 Yankee.
You may.
I already saw it.
After the board. And is the person, is that your name that you wrote at the bottom, Quindaria Zachary,
Look like it.
on 8/5/2015?
Look like it.
And it's 8/5/2015 above the name Nard,
Look like it.
next to the person you identified as Nard with 100% certainty.
Look like it.
All right, thank you, sir. Did you then, after all of this, on April 13th, 2017, did you go in and speak with police again and talk with not just investigators, but with someone from the district attorney's office?
See, we had reported that interview. My family did because they tricked me and told me that was my lawyer.
What?
My family had reported that interview, and because they tricked me and told me that was my lawyer, but he wasn't.
Tricked you and told you who's your lawyer.
That the lawyer that y'all had sent down there.
So is that a yes, you do remember the interview?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in that interview, do you remember one of the lawyers being named Charlie Bailey?
I don't remember no name.
Was Detective Dennis in that interview?
I don't remember.
Do you remember telling them in that interview that you heard that Duop and Nard were involved or participated in the murder of Donovan Thomas, and you said at first you heard that they were involved from Copeland, and then you said, I meant Shannon. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember telling them in that 2017 proffer that Shannon came to Thug's apartment after the murder and told you something about the murder, but when pressed on, when they tried to get you to tell them exactly what Shannon said, you said, I don't want to talk about that?
Because I didn't agree to that interview. I told you if you looked and did your research, there was some problems behind that interview.
Did you tell them in that interview that you saw Yak at Thug's condo, specifically the Sky House condo, at about 9 or 10 on the night Donovan Thomas was killed?
Yes, but I lied.
Okay. Now, in this interview, if you're thinking or if you're being tricked, what's making you lie in this interview?
Because I thought that was my lawyer. I didn't know. They just came and woke me up. Like your lawyer, you can go out for a legal visit or something.
Right.
But I normally have that lawyer, but he wasn't even representing me at that time. I had a whole different lawyer. So I didn't know what was going on.
All right. During this interview, did you tell the police that you got some information from Demekion about where he was the night of the shooting?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that Nard was in the car and that Demekion, Yak, Shannon, and Duat were all in the car at some point on the night of Donovan Thomas' murder?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police that they did not get the guns from Bentley? They did not get the guns from Bentley.
I don't remember.
Right. Did you tell the police that Yak, Shannon, Duat, and Nard did not take Demekion along for the murder?
I remember telling them Shannon had nothing to do with the murder.
Did you tell the police that Shannon told you he committed the murder?
I also told them that he had nothing to do with it. I was lying on it. So you gonna ever say that part?
I'm going to ask you. Did you say that you didn't believe Shannon? You changed your mind and now you didn't believe Shannon?
Yes, but the lawyer told me just go along with what you had already ever told him.
Had you previously said that you didn't believe Shannon when he told you he caught Nut down bad?
I had already, I think I had already told Shannon, the lawyer or something like that, that I was lying on or something.
Now, do you remember being at a concert in March of 2015 where Thug spoke about Mr. Rich Homie Quan, but called him instead a horrible name that starts with a B and rhymes with Rich on stage in March of 2015?
Was I there?
Were you there and did you hear him do that in March of 2015?
I don't think I was there.
Did you tell the police that you remembered the incident in March of 2015 because you were there and you heard Defendant Williams call Mr. Lamar or Mr. Rich Homie Quan that disparaging name that starts with a B?
Can you tell me what date that was on in March?
Did you give them a specific date in March or did you say March of 2015?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just know that I couldn't have been there because I think we was on tour and I had left or something, so I don't know.
Were Rich Homie Quan and Defendant Jeffrey Williams working together anymore by March of 2015?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that by March of 2015, Defendant Jeffrey Williams and Rich Homie Quan were not working together anymore?
I don't know.
Do you know whether Rich Homie Quan bought some 9 Deuce boys to Thug's house?
I don't know.
Do you know whether he did this because Rich Homie Quan had a partner in the same building?
I don't know.
Did you know or have personal knowledge that Thug believed 9 Deuce gang members had previously shot up his car?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did you believe that Quan granting the 9 Deuce members access to Sky House condos was a sign of disrespect?
I don't know.
Do you remember talking to the police about all of that and telling them
No.
that?
No.
Do you remember telling the police that the 9 Deuce gang members, as far as you believe, shot up Thug's car because they had shot up the gambling house?
I don't know.
You told them that they had shot up Thug's car because you knew they had shot up the gambling house.
I don't know.
Did you know Nut to hang around with Rich Homie Quan?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that he did?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that after Shannon told you that he had caught Nut down bad, he later said he didn't do it?
Did I tell them that?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you identify a picture of Shannon Stillwell during your interview with the police?
I don't know.
Did you know at the time that Thug had rented a Corvette during the time of the murder, or shortly before or shortly after?
I know he had a vet. I don't know what was going on with it.
Did you tell the police about a red Corvette that Defendant Williams had at the end of 2014?
I just told you I know he had a vet.
Was that his vet or one that he rented?
I don't know what was going on with it. I just know he had.
Okay. Did you change some things from what you had told the police in your August 5th, 2015 interview?
Overruled.
Did you change some of the things you told police?
I think.
Okay. Was one of the things that you changed telling police that Yak was at the apartment the entire time that you were there, and by at the apartment I mean Thug's Sky House condo, and that Thug did not have a car?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Do you recall whether you had to call in or call up to an owner of Sky House in order to get entry into Sky House?
I think you did.
You did? Okay. Do you remember how many phones Thug had on the night of Donovan Thomas's murder?
I don't know.
Ms. Hunt, I'm going to interrupt you right now for us to take a restroom break.
Mr. Zachary, we're almost done. To catch a person down bad, does that mean to shoot at them or something?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police in your proffer in 2017 that catching him down bad means that they shot at him or something?
I don't know.
Did you change the account? Did you change the story in 2017 when you told detectives during the proffer that Shannon did not tell you who he was in the car with at the time of the murder?
Can I answer and explain, right?
Yes, same rules.
Yes, I told him that, but I also told him that Shannon never told me he did nothing.
During the 2017 proffer, did you also talk about spinning out in the rental car that Thug had while with Copeland? While you were with Copeland?
That's why I told you we wrecked the car, so how could somebody else have it?
Did you tell them in that proffer that it was an Infiniti with 4 doors and it was gray or something?
Yes.
Did you tell them it was new?
Yes.
Did you tell them that Thug was the only one, he was only in possession of one rental car and it was the Infiniti during that time?
I told them Wooda told me that was Thug. I never told them I saw Thug in the car or nothing. I made that clear to them plenty of times.
Okay.
And
Do you want to say something else? Did you tell the police that after Donovan Thomas's murder, that Rich Homie Quan and Thug were no longer on good terms in that 2017 proffer?
I don't remember.
Okay. In the 2017 proffer, did you tell the police that the gang war was over?
I don't remember.
Did you tell the police your belief that Thug and Quan were beefing? Did they ask you, rather, were Thug and Quan beefing at the time Nut was killed?
I don't remember what I told them.
Did you tell them, no, after Nut was killed, Thug and Quan were beefing?
I don't remember.
Do you know whether Rich Homie Quan was a part of Nut's gang?
I don't know.
Did you tell the police that YSL believed that Rich Homie Quan was part of Nut's gang?
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember.
And after this last question, I have one more video to show you. Did you know of an incident where Woody confronted Kel at the skating ring on Cascade Road?
I think I heard. I don't know if I remember. I think I heard something. I don't know.
Did you tell the police about that incident? Whether you heard about it or was anything else?
I don't know.
Okay. And you don't remember whether you told them in 2017 or 2015?
That's why I said I don't.
Okay. I want to show you, with the court's permission, I'd like to publish State's Exhibit 50. Hold on one second. 60 WA from 302 to 311. It's a video. And then 54 W from 142 until the end. It's also
Those are
video.
both already admitted?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may.
Mr. Zachary, if you would, we're going to play 60 WA first. Just a few seconds. And I'd like you to tell the jury if you see yourself in the portion of the video that we're going to show between 3:02 and 3:11. This is the last one after this.
Hey, man. You know somebody who ain't smoking right now, man? Come on, please. You can get this shit right now. I'm trying to make it right now. I got weed up. I'm to Maybach right now. I'm talking to Maybach, man. We got hold on. I'll fight. You know what I'm saying, man? We got cameras and shit out here, man. So anybody think they come through, think they catching them, man? We ain't never slipping, man. We got niggas on walking talking, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the can lady working. You know what I'm saying, man? Everybody bust for Troy, man. You know what I'm saying? They're my blood brother. You know what I'm saying? Bees up.
Did you see yourself in that segment of the video, Sean?
Yes.
All right. Did you have something in your hand?
Like a radio, yeah.
A walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
All right. Is that you that we see on the screen at 3:11:02?
Yes.
Thank you. Now we're going to put up 54W. Starting at 1:42.
Jacking out here. Jacking out here. Hold on, no. I'm about to say the man that stole this swag, no. Hey, how you say he good? Hold on, let me wind it out. Let me wind it out. Hold on. My nigga, Lil Self say he the king of white black swag, right?
Just one second. As we're getting that ready, the last question I have before asking if you see yourself in this next video is, did you tell the police that the murder of Donovan Thomas was not planned based on what you all talked about?
I know you.
Sir?
I know you all talked about. I don't know.
All right. And by you all, I'll be clearer. Understanding what you said earlier, did you tell the police that based on what Shannon and Yak told you and Nard, that the murder of Donovan Thomas wasn't planned, but they just made a decision once they saw him? Did you tell the police that in the 2015 interview?
I don't remember if I did. I lied because Shannon never told me nothing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Jacking out here. No, you did. That's all. Hey, that's a little known, Johnny. You gotta get it. Change the motherfuckers on there. Let my boy Lil D get on there. Let my boy Lil D get on there. What you call the wheel change with the dish? This motherfucker, he stole 100 points. This motherfucker, he stole 100. Lil D, y'all just get on there one time, man. They say either one, we'll change stole 100 points. See, let me tighten up on them. Yeah, yo, what's that? Yeah, the new arrival. Yeah, that's y'all. We'll change stole 100 points in the motherfucker.
And did you see yourself in states 54W as well?
Yes.
Were you really young?
Yes.
Do you know about how old you were?
I don't know.
Were you under 15?
Wait, under 15.
Okay. And what about in state 60WA? Were you really young there as well? The first one that you saw before this one?
Yes.
Were you really young there as well?
Yes.
Were you under 15?
Probably was 15. So.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Zachary. Just one second. And is it safe to say, I won't give you full age, but you're fully grown, you're over 30 now?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, are there defense questions for this witness? All right.
Police court. Mr. Zachary, my name is MAXX, and I represent Shannon Stillwell. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Maybe pull it towards you. It's on. It says it's on.
All right, try that again. Mr. Zachary, my name is MAXX. I represent Shannon Stillwell. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. We've never spoken before in our lives, have we?
No.
Okay. All right, Mr. Zachary, let's talk about yesterday. Okay. You weren't feeling well yesterday?
Still not.
Okay. You're not in the mood to testify, are you?
Never was.
Okay. Now, do you recall yesterday repeatedly saying, I don't know, and I don't recall?
Yes.
Okay, let's be real. When you said, I don't know, and I don't recall, to some of those questions, that wasn't the truth, was it?
No.
Okay.
Overruled.
That wasn't the truth, was it?
No.
Okay. Mr. Zachary, when the state asked you if you know what a gang is, and you said you don't know, that was not the truth. You do, in fact, know what a gang is, correct?
I know, like, what I've heard is.
Okay. When the state asked you if you know about TIG Studios, and you said you don't remember, that wasn't true, was it? You do know TIG Studios, correct?
No, I don't remember that for real.
You don't know where TIG Studios are?
No, I don't remember that for real.
When the state asked you if you remember the night that Kenneth Copeland got jumped at Club Crucial, and you said you don't recall, that was not true, was it? You do recall that night, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. When the state asked you if you know what a trap house is, and you said you don't know what a trap house is, or a trap is, that was a lie, correct?
Yes.
You know what a trap is?
Yes.
Okay. When the state asked you about being at, and I'm not saying at a particular time, being at Jeffrey Williams' condo at all, that night going into the morning, whenever it was, and you said you don't even remember being there, that wasn't true, was it?
Can I answer and explain?
You can always answer
Yes.
and explain.
I don't remember being on that night, but I remember like probably early that morning, like probably 5, 6, something like that.
Okay, of course, because you went to Miami from Jeffrey Williams' studio, right? That next morning.
About 7 in the morning, something like that. Yeah.
Right, so you had to have been there at some point, correct?
I told y'all in the morning. I had told her that I had some in the morning.
Okay. All right, and when you were asked about some of the statements you made in 2015, you started saying, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall. I'm not saying you remember everything, but you do remember some things from those statements, correct?
Yes, I remember some things.
Okay. The reality is, you don't want to talk about the things you said in 2015. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay. In 2015, you lied on other people to get yourself out of trouble, didn't you?
I told her that.
Okay, but those lies are the very things that you don't really want to talk about here today. Isn't that true?
Yeah.
Okay. You understand that this trial is important for these gentlemen back here.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Okay. We're not going to have the I don't recall routine today, are we?
I've been asking a question today, and if I don't remember, I'm going to let you know I don't remember.
I appreciate that. Okay. Let's start with this. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
You may.
Mr. Zachary, I'm handing you a document marked DS-44. Do you recognize who's in that picture?
Yes.
And do you recognize that document?
What you mean recognize it? I saw it before?
What, have you seen the picture before?
No, I don't remember.
Did you take that picture?
I probably did, but I'm saying I don't remember.
Okay, did you tell the police back in 2015 you took that picture?
Yes, I think.
Okay. And the person in that picture, is that a fair and accurate representation of that person?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS-44 in evidence.
Your Honor, if I could just see the caption, and I don't mind the rest of the picture, so. Caption. No objection.
All right, it's submitted.
Thank you. Mr. Kokomo, could you please publish DS-44 for the jury? Okay. Who is in that picture?
Shannon.
Is that Shannon Stillwell?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recall when that picture was taken?
I told you I don't remember when it was taken, like, but I think I remember the picture. I don't remember what exact day it was taken.
Okay, when did you see the picture?
I think I remember what year it was taken.
What year?
It had to be late 14 or 15.
Late 14, early 15? Is that what you're, or are you saying late 14 or late 15?
Late 14, early 15 probably.
Okay. Could it have been taken in January of 2015?
I said early on.
I understand. Okay. Do you see the caption on the photo?
You might have to show him the.
No, I see it.
You see that there's a
I already
caption?
saw the caption.
Okay. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, Mr. Zachary. I'm honestly asking you a question. Okay. When you were saying that you couldn't read, is that true, or was that something you were saying out of frustration yesterday?
No, I have trouble reading and writing for real.
Okay. Can you read that caption? And if you can't, it's okay. If I read it, would you be able to tell me if I'm reading it accurately?
Okay, it's zoomed in more. Can you
No, I
read
can't.
it?
Okay.
I can't read it.
All right. Does it, if I read it, would you be able to tell me if I'm being accurate?
I mean, how would I know?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. What hairstyle, if you could zoom out again, Mr. Kokomo, what hairstyle does Mr. Stillwell have in that picture? Is it a short hairstyle?
Look like mine, yeah.
Okay. And let me ask you this. When you were saying yesterday when you were frustrated that you couldn't see back here, was that true? Do you have trouble seeing distances?
I told, yes, and if they would have did all this research before they started asking me, they would see, they would have saw all these problems I had.
Okay. And I understand. I guess my question is, can you see Shannon right now?
Mm.
Okay. Are you aware that today Shannon Stillwell has dreadlocks?
I haven't saw Shannon and probably,
Hang on just a minute. About the dreads? But he said no, he can't, right? Isn't that what he said?
He did.
And you're,
I'm just trying to see if the mic could get any closer, but not really. Can you just try to talk into it so everybody can hear you?
So you don't know what Shannon's hairstyle is today?
I haven't saw Shannon in like 10 years.
Okay.
Like 2015, I've been locked up.
Okay. So let me just ask you this. In 2015, throughout 2015, all the time you've known Shannon, has Shannon always had short hair?
Yes,
Okay. And all those pictures that the state showed you earlier today with Shannon in them, all those pictures showed Shannon with short hair, correct?
the pictures of that they showed me with him, yeah.
They all showed him with short hair.
Yes,
In 2015, Shannon had short hair.
yes.
And the truth is, he was also a bit skinnier than he is now, too, correct?
I can't, he was skinny then.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Now, let's talk about what was going on with you on August 5th, 2015, when you met with Investigator Gaither. Okay. As I understand it, on July 28th, 2015, you were arrested on a warrant, correct? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
Thank you. And you were arrested on a warrant for the April 28th, 2015 incident where houses were shot up, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the facts of that case, let's go through it. Demekion Garlington gets jumped at Club Crucial.
Yes.
Okay. Summer Good, who's your girlfriend at the time, and Alexis Bryant, who's your cousin, are also at Club Crucial.
Yes.
Okay. And your cousin, Alexis Bryant, at the time was dating a man named Trevante Turner, also known as Threat.
Yes.
Okay. There was a fight involving Demekion, and that fight led to threats against Summer and Alexis.
He led against who?
Summer, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Your girlfriend, SG, and Alexis.
You say it led against them?
It led to threats. They felt threatened.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And you were alerted to this.
I think I told him that, yes.
Right. Antonio Sledge shows up in his car at the house that you were at.
Yes.
You didn't go to the club that night.
No.
Okay. And Demekion Garlington is in the car with Sledge.
Yes.
Okay. Sledge is drunk?
I was in and out of it, and like, I don't know if I was on Xanax.
Okay, so you were high. Do you have an opinion from seeing Garlington if he was drunk and high?
Like, I can't tell how they mold, because I was like, if you know Xanax, you'll be out 1 minute, then back up.
The bottom line, Garlington was upset that he had been jumped in the club, correct?
I mean, yes.
Okay. You grabbed handguns, correct? Or when I say handguns, I mean firearms. Just put it like that.
Yes.
Okay. You hopped in the car with Sledge and Garlington,
Yes.
and you went to Alexis Bryant's house where SG was, correct?
Yes, I think I told y'all that.
We're just reviewing,
Yes.
okay? And you went there because you wanted to protect her, because she was your girlfriend,
And cousin was there too.
and your cousin was there too. All right. And Sledge, who's driving the car, correct?
Yes.
He's someone that you have known since you are little, since you were a baby.
Yes.
Okay. And you and Sledge have a special relationship because neither of you are from Cleveland Avenue. Correct? You weren't raised there.
I was raised there. Yes.
You were raised in Cleveland?
Yes.
Well, you were born where?
Capitol Home.
Capitol Homes. And that's where you know Sledge from.
Yes.
So your early years were in Capitol Homes, correct?
To like 5. Yes.
Okay. But that's how you know Sledge, because he knows your father from Capitol Homes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd ask for clarification about when he says most, is that relative to whom? Everybody in the world or just a certain set of people? So vagueness, objection. Ask for clarification.
Can I clarify?
I'll move on. You're most loyal to yourself, in reality, right?
Yeah, of course.
So the three of you drive to Alexis Bryant's address on Landrum, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you see people shooting from a car, or at least you see the car, and you see shots being fired at the house where Alexis Bryant and your girlfriend SG are, correct?
Yes, I think I said that, yeah.
We're just reviewing.
Okay.
Okay. And that upset you.
Yes, I mean, yeah.
And you and Demekion was already upset.
I mean, you got jumped on, so pretty sure, yeah.
Okay. And the two of you decided to get revenge on the people that were doing this to your girlfriend and your cousin, correct?
You say ex-girlfriend, but yes.
Ex-girlfriend, I'm sorry. The girlfriend at the time.
Yes.
All right. So you went to two houses, one on Adele, one on Drew Drive, correct?
I don't remember the streets.
Okay, that's fair. You went to two houses?
Yes.
After Landrum.
Or are you going to say something else? You may.
I think from where, it was a house in an apartment or something like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that clarification. And you and Demekion fired at the house in the apartment.
I told him, yes.
And one of the guns that was used was a gun that belonged to Mr. Sledge, correct?
No, it belonged to me. I just told them it was Sledge. I got caught with it.
Okay. So it belongs, you're saying?
Matter of fact, I didn't even tell them it was Sledge's gun. They told me it was.
Okay. All right. So you're saying it was your gun,
I mean,
not Sledge's?
I was in my possession.
Okay. I hear you. Well, that's my next question. That gun, whether it was yours or Sledge's, you were arrested with it on May 7th, 2015, when you were driving around with Summer.
I think I thought it was May the 5th. I remember I told you I woke up 2 days later in intake, so they probably booked me in May the 7th. I don't remember.
So May the 5th or 7th, we'll just say the first week of May.
Yes.
About either 7 or 9 days after the shooting, you were arrested with that gun.
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor. May I approach the witness?
You may.
Mr. Zachary, do you recognize what's in that picture?
Yes. Yes.
Is it a firearm?
Yes.
Is it a fair and accurate representation of the firearm that you know that you know of?
Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, I would move to admit DS-48 into evidence.
Admitted.
Permission to publish.
You may.
Mr. Kokomo, if you would put on DS-48 for me. Okay. Is that the gun that you were arrested with on May 7th, or May 5th or May 7th, 2015?
No.
It's not?
No.
Okay, is that a double barrel?
Huh?
Is that a double barrel shotgun? Or a double barrel gun with a banana clip?
That's one, but that's not the gun I got caught with.
Okay, that's not the gun you got caught with. Describe the gun you got caught with.
It was like short. It was, I think, gray and black. It was about that size though, but
It was about that size?
probably a little bit shorter.
Did it have a clip like that?
Yes.
Okay. And was it fully automatic, semi-automatic?
It was, semi. I think I don't know the difference.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Zachary has not identified DS-48 as the gun that was used on April 28th. I would move to remove this exhibit from evidence, and I withdraw this exhibit.
All right.
And that's DS-48.
Yes, 48 is no longer in evidence. It's
Thank you.
actual one.
Thank you. Okay. So regardless of which gun it was, the gun that you were arrested with on May 7th or May 5th was used on April 28th.
Yes.
Okay. And you were aware that the shell casings for that gun would come back to that crime scene.
Objection calls for speculation.
You were aware that that gun left shell casings on the scene.
Objection, that would call for speculation too, unless
If you know.
I mean, you and Demekion were shooting the guns.
Yes.
You knew that.
Yes.
Okay. And you were aware that the shell casings would be on the scene.
Your Honor, I'd ask for clarification as to which scene he's talking about. There were two.
Okay. Both scenes from April 28th.
See, I didn't know anything about shell case until I got locked up with the gun, and they said that preliminary hearing with all the shell about the shell case.
Okay, well, and thank you for bringing that up. That preliminary hearing where you learned about the link in the shell casings, that was prior to the August 5th, 2015 statement you gave, correct?
Yes.
So you knew that information going into the day that you gave the statement.
I think I said that. Yes.
I understand. Okay, well, let's be clear. You remember, I believe it was on Friday, where the state was asking you questions about this incident?
I was on someone else on Friday. Like, I really didn't. Like,
Okay, would you remember when the state was asking about who you were closest to and brought up Shannon's name?
I think I remember that. But I thought it was yesterday.
It may have been
yesterday.
yesterday.
I don't know.
Days are running together, but people, you remember that?
Yes.
And you remember when I objected?
Yes.
You remember when I asked the state to clarify who they were talking about?
Object as to the reference to what Mr. Sharp did and said, and asked that if he has a question about that day or night, that
I'm
he
getting
asked that question.
I think he's trying to focus his attention on it, but we'll go ahead and get to.
Remember when I asked Ms. Love to clarify who they was and those people were?
Yes.
And remember she wouldn't?
Yeah, I'm going to say that's not.
Okay, well, let's be clear. When you were saying yes to those questions about they and those people, you were not talking about Shannon.
No, I thought you were talking about Garland and Shred.
Right. Your testimony here today under oath is Shannon was not there at all on April 28, 2015.
I told them that, but yes.
All right, let me ask you one other thing. Trontavious Stevens is a shorter guy with dreadlocks, right?
I ain't saw him, and I've been locked up like.
Okay, back in 2015?
Yes.
Okay. And if someone, like say a DA, suggested that Trontavious Stevens was
Objection,
there,
Your Honor. That would call for speculation, and it's an improper question. If someone said, like a DA,
Sustained.
was Trontavious Stevens there?
What?
April 28, 2015?
No.
All right. Have you ever heard anyone even suggest that?
objection, Your Honor. Relevance to that question.
Sustained.
Let's talk about your charges from April 28, 2015, okay?
And based on what Mr. Sharp has provided, we would probably need to approach before this is discussed.
Y'all get over there, jurors. If you need a break, you want to just sit there while we talk about this. Everybody seems good. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Zachary. So, on January 28th, 2015, you were arrested on warrants. We already talked about that.
You said on April 28, 2015?
On July 28th, 2015, you were arrested on warrants from April 28th, 2015, correct?
It was late July. Yeah, it was late July.
And for those actions, for that incident on April 28th, 2015, you faced aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against Cecilia Davis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You faced, and that carries 1 to 20 years, correct?
As to objection as to the relevance of what
Overruled.
Aggravated assault
Your Honor,
with a deadly weapon carries 1 to 20.
She may have another one.
my objection is what I spoke at the bench with respect to the documents that are being sort of fanned about.
I understand the objection,
okay.
does Mr. Sharp.
Okay.
Understand the ruling. Excuse me.
That aggravated assault on Cecilia Davis carries 1 to 20 years, correct? Carried 1 to 20 years?
I think all of it added up like 189 years, something like that.
Okay, we'll get there. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against Diamond Wells.
I don't really know their names. I know.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You do know that you were facing, let's see, you were facing 2 aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
I thought it was more than 2.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? You're right. 3.
Thought it was more than 3.
Aggravated battery against Denise Bell, the lady that was shot.
That's her name?
Yes. You had criminal damage to property charges, correct?
Yes.
You had gang act violation charges, correct?
Yes.
and you had possession of a firearm during commission of a felony charges, 2 of those.
Yes.
Okay. And all in all, to your understanding, as you prepared to go speak to the police on August 5th, how much time did you believe you were facing?
I told her, I think they said like 189 years.
189 years?
Yeah.
Okay. From July 28th, or whatever day you were arrested in at the end of July, to August 5th, the time you gave your statement, you were held without bond, correct?
Yes.
You didn't have a bond.
Yeah. I ain't had no bond.
Okay. And you were being held in Rice Street.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm not going to go through everything about Rice Street, but is Rice Street a place you wanted to be?
No.
Okay. And I'm not going to get into your medical history, but you have specific medical concerns, correct?
A lot of them.
Okay. Is that a place that you feel would give you treatment, appropriate treatment for your medical needs, Rice Street?
Nah, I almost died in there with like 2-3 times.
Okay. You wanted out of Rice Street, correct?
Yes.
Mr. Kokomo, could you, with the court's approval, Mr. Kokomo, could you approach, Mr. Kokomo approach the witness and show him a screenshot
Yes.
on the computer?
Are you going to print it out ultimately?
It's on the computer. It's part of an exhibit,
Oh, it's.
but we don't want to publish it until
Okay.
we lay a foundation.
Okay.
Oh, yes, one more. Show the state. Did you give him a chance to look? No, but did you give him a chance to look? Okay. Did you have an adequate chance to look at what was on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Did you recognize the people on the screen?
I recognize me.
Okay. Mr. Kokomo, could you, was that you from August 5th of 2015 in the interview room?
Looked alike, yeah.
Okay. No, we're good. We're good. Thank you. Your Honor,
Yes.
at this point, I would move to admit DS 41F, which is a portion of the August 5th, 2015 interview from evidence reviewer time 2.
Your Honor, I just saw a screenshot. If Mr. Sharp would just let me know before announcing what it is so that I didn't see a video, I saw a screenshot. He told me it was a screenshot.
Is it going to be just a screenshot or is it
No,
going to be a
the
portion
screenshot
of
was to
okay, but what you want to
From-
admit in,
2/12/29 to 2/13/35.
does that tell you what you need or do you need to see it?
No, I'd like to see it, Your Honor,
Okay.
and I know.
All right, you know what? Let's take a bathroom break. We'll let them review this while y'all are out. you. Go ahead, Mr. Weinstein.
Good evening, Mr. Zachary.
Hey, how you?
Can you hear me okay?
Hey, how you?
I'm good, thank you. I am Diamante Kendrick's attorney, Doug Weinstein.
Yes.
Okay? I can call him Diamante Kendrick. You know him as Yak, right?
Yes.
So I'll just call him Yak when I'm having this conversation with you so that there's not any confusion, all right? You remember when you met Mr. Kendrick, when you met Yak?
No, I don't remember.
It was around 2014.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you know, Yak isn't from Cleveland Avenue, right?
No.
You know, Yak is from Miami,
Yes.
and that he travels back and forth to Miami pretty frequently, right?
Yes.
And Yak wasn't a member of Rock Crew,
No.
but he is an artist. He does rap, correct?
Yes.
He writes music, right?
Yes.
He sings,
Yes.
he raps, and he's with the YSL record label, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back to 2015. Mr. Sharp talked about that some already. Let's return then to back in that summer of 2015. You testified that you were a drug user back then, right?
Yes.
And that at the time of that interview, August 5th, 2015, and I guess preceding that, you'd been going through withdrawal, right?
Yes.
But one of the things that you said on direct was that you can't put a guy with autism and ADHD in an interview room and expect him to tell the truth. You remember saying that?
Can't. I remember saying it, though.
Okay. So you think people with autism can't tell the truth?
I mean, yes, but the tension and it kind of.
Are you blaming your lying on your autism?
I'm blaming my state of mind in that interview I'm blaming what I said in the interview on my mind.
On your mind.
It's not my heart.
But folks with ADHD, they're capable of telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the autism and the ADHD that made you lie in that room, right?
No.
It was you trying to save yourself, correct?
Yes, I said that.
Okay. Today, as you sit here, you're a grown man, right?
Yes.
You take responsibility for your actions, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you talk to the police, when you talk to Gaither and Dennis in 2015, you testified that you lied, right?
Yes.
And you lied on others to protect yourself.
Yes.
And you testified you thought, F everybody else, right?
I was dead wrong, yes.
And including everybody else, F Yak, F my client.
I was especially wrong for that.
Yeah, especially wrong for that, because he's sitting right over there right now on trial, right?
He never showed me nothing but like love. Like.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you. And you testified today that you love Garlington. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And you also testified previously, earlier today. Are you okay, Mr. Zachary?
I got headaches. I'm okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to speak a little quieter then. I don't want to make
It's
it.
okay. I get them. I'm good. It's okay.
Do you need any medication?
No, I'm
Water
okay.
or anything?
No, I'm good. I will
right.
get them.
Okay. If you have any issues while I'm asking you questions that make it difficult for you to answer, just let me know, okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Anyway, you testified that you love Garlington, right?
Yes.
And earlier you testified that you lied because Garlington came to you with a play.
Yes.
You testified also that you don't want to name folks. You don't want to lie on folks from Cleveland Avenue, right?
Yes.
And Yak's not from Cleveland Avenue, so you can lie on him, right?
Yes.
And your play that Garlington came to you with, that play was to name Shannon and Yak as being involved in the murder of Nutt.
It really wasn't. Like, Garlington told me, like, what somebody else had implicated him in and wanted him to do.
Yeah. But in that interview, you lied, and you said that Yak was involved in the murder of Donovan Thomas. You told the cops that.
I lied.
You lied. And when you lied and you told them that, they didn't dive in and ask you details of that at all, did they?
No.
They just took that and they went with it, correct?
Yes.
No further questions about that. And you remember testifying that you're cool with Copeland, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all right. You're cooler with are you cooler with Copeland than you were with Yak?
I don't even remember. But
Okay.
Copeland,
Well,
I met Copeland first, so.
Yeah. And you testified that you didn't hang out much with Yak back then. You said you didn't hang out often. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. You also said, tell me if you remember testifying to this. Yak never told me nothing. You remember saying that?
He never.
Yak never told you he was involved in the Donovan Thomas murder.
No.
So you just made all that up.
Yes. I told y'all that. See, I don't know, like, if they ever got, but I done told my lawyer, like, when they came with deals and stuff, I was locked up, like, I was lying. Like, no, that's why I never took no plea or nothing. Like, I'm on probation, got nothing to do with this or nothing.
I understand. But you're sitting here today, right?
Yes.
And my client Yak is sitting over there, right?
Yes.
And you're not on the indictment.
No.
So it worked out okay for you.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. It didn't work out okay for Yak, did it?
No.
So you lied in 2015. In 2017, in your interview, you lied then too.
Objection, asked and answered.
Sustained.
But in that 2017 interview, you also said that you didn't believe those guys did it. You didn't believe Yak did it anymore. You remember that?
Objection, asked and answered.
In your 2017 interview, you said you didn't believe those guys, meaning Yak, Shannon, and the others, did it.
I'm gonna answer you and I'm gonna explain.
Go ahead.
Yes, because, yes, I said that, but I had already, like, told the lawyer. That's why I told y'all, like, I don't know how I end up in there.
I understand. Thank you for
I
clarifying.
had been telling them, like, already that I was lying.
Yeah. And when they asked you who you thought did it, you said that you thought Kenneth Copeland did it.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
never mind. I withdraw my objection.
You told Dennis and Gaither that you thought Woody was the shooter.
Your Honor, objection as to mischaracterization, and
He can answer yes, he told him that, or no, he didn't.
Is that the end of your objection?
yes.
Okay, overruled.
You told Dennis and Gaither that Woody was the shooter in your 2017
Okay.
interview.
Yeah, sustained on that.
Okay. Do you remember saying that?
Your Honor,
All right.
objection if he's, what?
You said,
Yeah.
do you remember testifying? Not testifying. Do you remember in your interview in 2017 with Dennis and Gaither, do you remember saying one reason you thought Woody was the shooter, that y'all were
Your Honor,
calling
I'm
him
going
all
to
day?
object.
Hang on.
I'm going to object as to this line of questioning. I think it gets into something that has been litigated and opens the door to other things.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
I will
but-
withdraw the question. then.
Okay.
Okay. Do you appreciate that sitting here today, your lies have caused Yak
Objection,
tremendous amounts of
improper
problems?
question. Objection, improper. Vague, speculation, relevance.
Sustained.
The questions I've asked you today, right now, have you testified truthfully to those questions that I've asked you?
Objection, bolstering.
Sustained.
Okay, I have no further questions for you.
All right. Anybody else with quick